took that present right with him.
He sure did, yeah.
You know, I don't know. Maybe it's the wrong thing to do, but I'm just kind of assuming that he's giving these things to us as like a Christmas gift.
I don't think you're in the wrong. I think that's what most people do, but I don't know about Lumpy. He's a little.
You know, I'm gonna forgive him this time because I love him so damn much.
Sure,
you know, folks, what I love about Lumpy is that he kind of represents what we love about the Christmas spirit, as I mentioned earlier. You know, you never know what kind of guests are just gonna come right through the door. Oh my goodness,
Jeez. Another guest.
Oh, it's Denim Dan, our roommate from upstairs.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Oh. Dan, how you doing, buddy?
Lamp.
Is that how you're doing, or are you just saying that?
Tits, will you tell Betty to tell that asshole Steve that I need that lamp?
Yeah, sure. Hey, Betty, Dan was asking me to ask you if you could ask Steve to grab that lamp for him.
Oh, sure, here. Steve, apparently, Dan was... No, wait, that's ridiculous. Hold on, Dan. You can't just come in here and ask for a lamp that we're clearly using. We know that upstairs you've got plenty of lamps. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to deny you the lamp this time.
All right, fine. Tits, will you tell Betty to tell Steve that I'll just go do what I was going to do in the dark?
Yeah, sure. Hey, Betty, do you mind just telling Steve that Dan wanted me to mention to him that he'll just go do whatever he was going to do in the dark?
Oh, sure. So, Steve, apparently... Oh, no, hold on. This is ridiculous. Dan, come back out here.
Hold on.
Okay, listen. You know, I got to point something out here. You're the most holly jolly fella that we have in this whole production, and here you are every time you're coming in, and it honestly seems like you got something. It looks like you got a candy cane up the wrong hole or something. Listen, Dan.
Why don't you relax with one of your classic Denim Dan loose leaf cigarettes? You know, I mean, it's something that you.
I ain't smoking.
Dan.
Well, why aren't you smoking?
Well, 'cause I'm grumpy and my tummy hurts.
Well, okay, that makes sense. But Dan, why does your tummy hurt?
'Cause I ain't been drinking.
Well, Dan, why hadn't you been drinking?
'Cause I only drink when I'm smoking.
Dan, you sound awful.
You know what? Go shove it up your sugar plum, you Steve Mungaini, if that even is your real name.
Hey,
I know you're witness protected ass.
Get out of here.
I know which room you live in.
All right, come on now.
Guys, folks, listen, I am so sorry.
Wow.
I did not expect that one of my best and dearest friends would come in with such a negative attitude.
Boy,
but I appreciate that you all are going to forgive him, because I know you will. Hold him in a very special place in your heart,
I don't know
okay?
if I will.
Tootie, you're going to have to.
I'll figure out a way to do it. But I'm not gonna like it.
Okay.
All right. This next guest, you know, he's traveled a very long distance to be here, so we're very honored to have him.
That's right. We decided that in order to really understand the Christmas spirit, we decided to invite some guests that come from a different perspective.
That's right. This
so to
next
speak,
guest,
on the
this
holiday.
next guest group of the family that celebrates a different holiday. You know, we thought it'd be nice to maybe, for a little bit of contrast, maybe to shed some light on what Christmas is all about from the other side of the spectrum, okay?
That's right, folks. So, even though this person doesn't exist within time, I think that they've showed up on time. So why don't we give a big round of applause for the ghost of Hannukah Never!
Wow, great use of Steve there.
That was so crazy.
Hannukah. 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 Run. Hanukkah, 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 Hanukkah. Wow. My friends, I am the ghost of Hanukkah Never, and I've come back from the pages of history to tell you that you're doing Hanukkah wrong. Who here knows the story of Hanukkah? Good, nobody. This is how it goes down. This happened in my era, the year 176 BCE, when a high priest in the Temple of Jerusalem is trying to light a lamp with only 1 day's worth of oil. But instead, miraculously, the oil burns for 8 holy days. And so, we Jews of this mortal plane, any Jews in this mortal plane, by the way? Give it up for the Jews of this mortal plane. Celebrate Hanukkah with a menorah. Steve Mangini. Yes, this menorah is a candelabra composed of 9 things. I forget what they're called. The middle thing called a midrash, and we use the middle candle on 8 nights of Hanukkah to light 1 candle on the first night, 2 on the second, 3 on the third, 4 on the fourth, etc., etc. And it's beautiful, people. It's goddamn miraculous because we're celebrating light and togetherness and friendship. Except that's total crap. How do I know? Because I was there. It's true, that priest in the temple in 176 BCE did light the lamp, but he was doing so in solidarity against the oppressors, the invaders, this man, Antiochus Epiphanes IV. Let me hear a boo for Antiochus Epiphanes. This Greek king, Kuma conqueror, who decided to march up to the Middle East and land in Jerusalem and tell the Jews, Jews, I got this. Except for no, this man, Judah Maccabee, let me get a what? Hey, what? Judah Maccabee, incidentally, translates immediately to Judah the motherfucking hammer. Said, no, Antiochus Epiphanes IV, you do not have this. And he summoned his clan of Maccabees, and they summarily executed every single Greek soldier in sight with their totally sweet hammers. Except we're not going to hear this story in the United States, no, because of Christmas, Hanukkah has turned into a Me Too holiday. Full of light and miracles and friendship and Hanukkah pageantry, menorahs everywhere to match the tinsel and the snowflakes and the Christmas ornaments. I was floating down Milwaukee Avenue the other day and I saw, bolted to the roof of a cab of a pickup truck, an 8-foot-tall, light-up electronic menorah, and I thought to myself, my God, what self-respecting yid drives this car? Here is a list of 8 places I never want to see a menorah ever again. 1, on a flag. 2, on a necklace. 3, on a motherfucking truck. 4, on a present. 5, on a t-shirt. 6, in an Evite party invitation. Keep your menorahs out of my inbox. Number 7, in a house. Number 8, on TV. Do we know what Hanukkah means, people? No. Hanukkah has many different meanings. The first meaning is dedication. The second meaning is, and they rested on the 25th day, which, by the way, you Christians, is why you get to celebrate Christmas on the 25th. You're welcome. Thank you. It also means this. This incredibly complicated series of words is an acronym that was created in the year 300. Yes, we were making acronyms back then. Yeah. This acronym commemorates the feud between 2 Talmudic schools of thought who argued incessantly over how many candles to light on what day.
One person wanted to light at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The other person wanted to light at 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. The word Hannukah is flexible. It is meant to be interpreted. Because it is written in Hebrew, the language of your motherfucking God. And it is the grammar of the universe. It has many different interpretations. It has all sorts of meanings, which is why I made a list of 8 places I would love to see more menorahs. 1. On a bull. 2. In a karaoke bar. 3. In the Haines Sisters' hair. 4. As a toothpick. 5. Hurtling through space. 6. In a Haines cheesecake recipe. 7. Shots at a bar. 8. In my butt. And so, ladies and gentlemen, I am eternally grateful for our hosts, the Haines Sisters. The good sisters Haines, for bringing me back to this mortal coil so that we may create our own Hannukah tradition.
Yes! That sounds great. Oh, wow, that sounds wonderful.
At this moment, Chrispus Eve, Betty and Tootie are handing out little effigies of Antiochus Epiphanes IV, Steve Mangiani, if you wouldn't mind. This man, who has been completely eradicated from the story of Hannukah as we know it. We're going to hold him in our hands, and we're going to look at him, and we're going to pour into him every single fiber of vitriolic, blood, virile, potent pride in the fire and the blood that got us to where we are today. Do you each have a little effigy of Antiochus Epiphanes IV?
Yeah. Oh, I didn't get one.
As we hold him up in the air, I want us to chant, and we're going to rip at his stupid face until we have a miraculous snow explosion. Are we ready?
Yeah. Yes.
Then chant with me. And that's how this ghost celebrates.
Ladies and gentlemen, the ghost of Hannukah Nava.
Wow, you know, I really feel like I know a lot more about Christmas now.
That's right. You know, as he was talking, I started to have this realization that, you know, Hanukkah is a lot like Christmas.
Yeah, that's right. You know, maybe Hannukah is what Christmas is all about.
Yeah.